Alright, Chrome Dumbers, welcome back. I'm Old Bald Guy, aka OBG, and it's time for week 47. Oh, we are right up on the end of this thing. Coming up the final stretch. Let's take a look at what happened, and it's been a busy week. So I think we're back on schedule now with the recordings and etc. I've been recording them and not getting them out. I'm gonna try to do better with that. But the streaming's working again and the recording and all that issues. So the big news is bum bum ba finalizer 5 stars is here. So the event came and went on, I think it was Wednesday or so, Wednesday or Thursday, and I was able to refresh it twice. I did that, finished it off. We're now 5 out of 85 to 6 stars, and we are good to go for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Now, we have also managed to finish Sith Trooper, as well as make good progress on Veteran Smuggler Han. So you can see here, Sith Trooper is now 5 stars. He's all good to go. Added him into our arena team, which has made a big difference. Adding Huxley and Sith Trooper to the arena team really brings that thing up to a new level. I would definitely recommend putting those guys into the A team until you have Supreme Leader Kylo Ren unlocked. So outside of that, we are at gear 12 on Veteran Smuggler Han, actually 12.1 technically right here. Working through these, I originally had predicted that we would finish this in week 49, so in 2 more weeks, but I think I can finish Han by next week. I'm going to try my best. I'll spend a little bit of crystals here and there, try to get through that, give us some extra time to give us 4 weeks instead of 3 or 2 to finish the Supreme Leader Kylo Ren event, see how that works out. I'm going to rush through him as quickly as possible because he is literally all that stands between us and Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. So, the other thing to discuss, and I'm looking for your advice on this, is where do we go next? So, our options are, option A, we go for some meta teams. We go for Revan, JKR, 3PO, Chewie, Falcon, Gas, Malik, kind of that approach of focus, which I think makes us much stronger overall, at least in the near term as well. The other option is we can go for a different Galactic Legends setup. Our options would be Kenobi, Luke. In order to get Luke, we need we need Rolo, Republic Officer Leia, and in order to get that, we need a guild event currency 2, because my guild isn't running that. They've been running for other things for the Geo side. So I don't want to spend get 2 at this point on her. We're working on Negotiator. Once I finish that, maybe, but absolutely not. Option 2 would be Supreme Sith Eternal Emperor. The problem with that is it's another dark side. So not super exciting with that. I don't want to go double dark side out of the gate. It kind of leaves us in a little bit of a weak situation for light side and other things. Plus, it's not nearly as much fun. Third option would be GL Ray, but you know, the thought of gearing Ray and that kind of stuff doesn't really excite me right now. So what I'm leaning towards is a meta focus to get Gas, finish CLS, get JKR, Revan, Malik, that whole meta squad of top tier teams, and then go after Kenobi. So Kenobi has a couple of blockers. One is Negotiator, which we are about 6 or 7 months away from Negotiator, 6 stars Negotiator. Um, and the rest of these guys are all fairly doable. Watt is a big blocker, and we are about 7 or 8 months away from Watt 7 star. So that's doable, and everything else here is very doable. Relic 8, we have 2 Relic 8s we'd have to purchase with crystals because we're free to play, but that seems doable. That also helps with, we bring Mason, we bring Ayala, that helps with the back door into a decent Padme squad. We already have Qui-Gon Jinn up there. Grievous is already part of our squad. The Grievous and Banderguard are going to be part of the push for gas anyways. Cad Bane we've already been working on. Shaq with the clones is going to be part of the push anyways. So I feel like the meta into Kenobi pivot after Serpillion or Kylo Ren is the right move based on where we've taken the roster so far. I don't think the only problem with the Kenobi push is we don't have Kat yet, Commander Ashoka Tano, and we're not going to have her for a very long time. She's probably year and a half away for us. I mean, we don't have any shards of her, I don't think, which means it's a full year and a half of farming her plus refreshing her node when she comes up, and I have to get to 4 mil first anyways. So not having her on the Kenobi team is a drawback, but it is what it is. Yeah, I have 4 shards of Cat. So, I can buy her from places and whatever, but it's not going to be fast. Not going to be fast at all. So the other option is I go for Lord Vader, which would be super fun, but once again is another dark side guy, and without Maul, it's not nearly as effective. But we have to have a Relic 8 Padme, a Relic 8 Dooku, Relic 8 ARC Trooper, and Gas. So I'd still need Gas to get there anyways. And it's 4 Relic 8s and a bunch of Relic 7s. So, yeah. I mean, maybe that's the next place you go after you get there, but I'd have to be in a different guild, or our guild would have to get up to be able to get 4 Relic 8s. That's a lot. I think we calculated out it was 10,000 crystals per Relic 8 just for the limited stuff. The other option is you go Executor. So, in order to get to Executor, you need a couple of Relic 8s, Vader, a Pyatt, and Boba Fett, which is not bad. Vader, which we've already been working on, Dengar, 88, Imperial TIE Pilot, Bosk, which we're already working on, TIE Bomber, IG-2000, and Razor Crest, which we could certainly get, but we'd also then have to go get Beskar Mando, which is whole nother legendary farm. But that's very doable. The problem is, do I want to spend, and maybe this is what I should do. So let me know your feedback. Do I build towards the Executor or meta teams? I guess those are the 2 choices, really, because we're not ready to go. I mean, we're 7 months away from even, being close to Kenobi. So it doesn't make any sense to pivot directly to Kenobi. It makes sense to go either meta teams or Executor. And I guess it would be meta teams into Kenobi or directly to Executor. Because if I went directly to Executor, I could do all of this right now, start focusing down this thing, and and honestly, this would give me Chewie as well, because you're going to have to get Boba Fett at Relic 8, Dengar at 5, 88 at 5, Bosk at 5, IG-2000 at 5, which would also give me Falcon. So Chewie would be an easy pickup from here. It would basically just be a Bando farm, and then a couple of other minor pieces with getting Vader to 7 and Pyatt to 8 and Fett to 8. So, I mean, I could do Executor in probably 6 months, which would help with crystals, So let me know your feedback. Meta teams into Kenobi or Executor. It's an interesting discussion. Interesting discussion indeed. So let me know. And until next time, OBG out.